Unbelievable encounter. Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun stun fans with secret meeting with Donald Trump. A shocking sight fans never expected. Just when the world thought they had seen it all, from Chang Wook's heartfelt proposal to Nam Ji-hyun's teary-eyed confirmation of their marriage plans, another bombshell has dropped, one that no one could have predicted. Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun have been spotted in what insiders are calling a highly confidential and unexpected meeting with former US President Donald Trump. The scene unfolded like something straight out of a political thriller, leaving fans and onlookers absolutely stunned. What could have brought South Korea's beloved couple and one of the world's most controversial figures together? The location of the encounter. The meeting reportedly took place at a private estate in New York, under tight security. Sources revealed that the couple had flown in discreetly, avoiding press attention by using a chartered jet. At first, speculation ran wild. Were they there for a secret film project? A diplomatic cultural exchange? Or something even more personal? One eyewitness, a staff member at the estate, described the atmosphere as tense but strangely intimate. Chang Wook looked calm but determined, the source explained. Nam Ji-hyun stayed close to him, her expression soft but firm. And Trump, well, he looked unusually respectful. The first shocking image. Within hours, a leaked photograph set the internet ablaze. In it, Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun sit across from Trump at a long oak table, glasses of water untouched, their posture straight and their eyes unwavering. Fans zoomed in on every detail. Some noticed Ji-hyun's fingers resting lightly on Chang Wook's hand, as though grounding him in the moment. Others pointed out Trump's unusual composure. Gone was his typical smirk, replaced by a solemn expression that hinted at the weight of the conversation. Fans react with utter shock. The internet exploded in disbelief. What in the world could they possibly be discussing? This feels bigger than Hollywood, one fan tweeted. Another wrote, Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun are rewriting history. From drama stars to world leaders. A viral meme quickly spread, showing a caption, "When Kdrama meets the apprentice." But while some joked, many couldn't shake the sense that something monumental was unfolding behind those closed doors. What were they talking about? Insiders suggest that the meeting was not about politics, but about something far more personal and symbolic. Trump, who has dabbled in entertainment and global affairs for decades, reportedly requested the meeting himself after hearing about the couple's wedding plans. He told them he admired their courage to love publicly despite scrutiny, one source revealed. He said their story was inspiring, even more powerful than politics. According to the same insider, Trump allegedly leaned forward at one point and said, "The world needs more couples like you. Strong, loyal, unafraid." This statement, though unverified, has sent fans into overdrive. The emotional turn. But the most unbelievable moment came when the conversation reportedly turned emotional. Nam Ji-hyun, known for her grace, allegedly shared their struggles as a couple, the rumors, the public judgment, the moments of doubt. Trump, surprisingly silent, listened intently. Then, in a move no one could have predicted, he raised his glass in a quiet toast. "To love that lasts," he said. The room, according to one eyewitness, fell into stunned silence. Even Chang Wook, usually composed, was said to have blinked rapidly, fighting to hold back tears. The walk through the gardens. After the formal discussion, security cameras caught the trio walking through the estate's private gardens. Trump, towering in his suit, walked slightly ahead, while Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun followed hand in hand. At one point, Trump reportedly stopped, turned back, and asked them a question that no reporter has been able to confirm word for word. But witnesses swear Ji-hyun responded softly, nodding as Chang Wook gave a protective squeeze of her hand. The image of them walking together, Trump's figure beside Korea's most beloved couple, has already been described as one of the most surreal cultural crossovers of the decade. Fans' theories. Of course, theories are now flooding the internet. Some fans believe Trump may have offered to attend their wedding. Others think he was seeking their influence for a cultural project, possibly involving international charity. A smaller group insists the meeting was purely symbolic, a bridge between East and West, love and power, art and politics. Regardless of the truth, the consensus is clear. This encounter has elevated Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun's love story into something global, larger than anyone could have imagined. Chang Wook breaks his silence. A day after the meeting, Chang Wook finally spoke in a brief message to fans. Yes, the meeting happened, he confirmed. We did not expect the conversation to be so moving, but it was. Sometimes life brings the most unlikely encounters, and they change you. He ended the message with a simple but powerful line: "Our journey continues, and it's bigger than we ever dreamed." Nam Ji-hyun's subtle message. Nam Ji-hyun, always the quieter voice of the two, posted a photograph of a sunset later that evening with the caption, "Every encounter has meaning." Fans immediately tied the post to their surreal meeting, interpreting it as a signal that the moment was not political, but deeply personal and symbolic. Global reactions. International media quickly picked up the story, with headlines ranging from "Trump meets Korean drama royalty" to Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun, love beyond borders. In South Korea, major outlets called it a moment that blurred the lines between reality and drama. And in the US, analysts debated its significance, some dismissing it as a simple social call, others marveling at its unexpected symbolism. A love story that keeps expanding. For fans who have followed Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun from their on-screen chemistry to their real-life romance, this latest twist feels like yet another impossible chapter in a saga that refuses to stop surprising. They were once co-stars, then secret lovers, then confirmed partners making marriage plans. And now, with this encounter, their love story has spilled beyond the boundaries of entertainment, touching global culture in a way no one could have foreseen. The moment at the oak table. The leaked photograph of Chang Wook and Nam Ji-hyun sitting across from Donald Trump at that massive oak table instantly became one of the most dissected images of the year. Yet what the camera could not capture was the thick air of tension, the pulse of unspoken words, and the slow unfolding of a conversation that would leave everyone in shock. The estate's meeting room was dimly lit, with tall windows framing the last rays of a New York sunset. Heavy curtains swayed slightly in the breeze of a hidden fan, the silence broken only by the ticking of a clock on the wall. Security guards flanked the room, but even they seemed uneasy, as though aware they were witnessing a moment that history itself would pause to record. Chang Wook sat tall, his shoulders squared in quiet determination. Beside him, Nam Ji-hyun exuded calm, though her fingers curled lightly into his sleeve, her silent way of anchoring him when the world seemed too overwhelming. Across from them, Trump leaned back in his chair, hands folded, eyes narrowed not in aggression but in something that resembled curiosity. The table between them, polished to a mirror shine, reflected more than just glasses of untouched water. It reflected three different worlds colliding: entertainment royalty, political legacy, and the silent power of love. Trump's uncharacteristic quiet. Those who know Trump expected bravado, his usual booming voice, his typical interruptions. But for the first few minutes, he said nothing at all. He studied them with the intensity of a chess player weighing every move. Finally, he spoke, his tone low and unusually measured. You've been making waves." Chang Wook tilted his head, unflinching. "We've only been living honestly." The reply cut through the silence like a blade, surprising even Nam Ji-hyun. Trump raised an eyebrow, almost amused. "Honestly? In your world, that's the rarest thing of all." Nam Ji-hyun breaks the ice. It was Nam Ji-hyun who leaned forward first, her eyes steady, her voice delicate but resolute. "We didn't come here to play games. We came here because we were told you wanted to meet us. We want to know why." The audacity in her tone hung in the air. Here was a young actress, unafraid to challenge one of the most powerful figures in modern history, speaking as though the ground beneath her would never give way. Trump chuckled softly, but there was no mockery in it. "You remind me of people I used to know," he said, his gaze flicking briefly between them. "People who believed love could survive anything. Most of them were wrong. Maybe you'll be different." The tension shifts. At that moment, something subtle shifted in the room. The weight of power gave way to the weight of truth. This wasn't a meeting about politics, nor was it a business arrangement. It was, against all odds, a conversation about love, survival, and the strange ways destiny brings people together. Trump leaned forward now, his voice firm. "Do you realize how many people are watching you? How many young men and women see themselves in your story? Chang Wook's jaw tightened. We didn't ask to be role models. We only asked to love each other. Nam Ji-hyun's hand slid over his, her thumb tracing small circles on his skin, grounding him. Then she added softly, but if our love inspires someone else to keep going, then maybe it's worth everything. The first toast. The staff watching from the corners held their breath as Trump reached for his glass of water. Slowly, he lifted it, holding it at eye level. To love that lasts, he said. The words, though simple, reverberated through the room like a bell. Chang Wook hesitated for only a second before raising his own glass. Ji-hyun followed, her movements elegant yet trembling with the magnitude of the moment. As the three glasses clinked together, there was no flash of cameras, no roar of applause. Just a hushed, surreal silence that seemed to echo louder than any ovation. The look that changed everything. It wasn't the toast itself that fans would later obsess over, but what happened after. As the glasses touched down against the table, Chang Wook turned to Nam Ji-hyun, his gaze lingering longer than anyone could explain. The look was one of pride, relief, and a promise silently spoken. Even here, even now, I will not let go. Ji-hyun's answering smile was soft, but it carried the strength of 1,000 storms weathered and survived. To those who witnessed it, the exchange felt like a seal, a vow that no stage, no spotlight, no political power could shake their bond. Behind the guards' eyes, even the security guards, stoic as statues, betrayed small cracks in their composure. One later confessed anonymously, I've guarded presidents, billionaires, kings. But I've never seen two people walk into a room with nothing but love and change the entire energy. I don't know what they said to him, but I know it mattered. The final words. As the meeting neared its end, Trump rose from his seat first. He looked down at the couple, his voice oddly respectful. You'll face storms, he said. More storms than you can imagine. But if you can sit here, across from me, and not flinch, maybe you really will last. Chang Wook stood as well, extending his hand. We don't need to last for the world. We just need to last for each other. For the briefest second, Trump hesitated, then took his hand firmly. The handshake, captured in a blurry photo by someone peeking through the door, has since become iconic. The image of two men from entirely different worlds, bound for a moment by a truth that transcended everything else.